As George shared with you a few years ago, he came to me one Sunday afternoon, said, I'd like for you to come and work at GP's Enterprises. And at that time, I was in the paint business, as you shared, and had been painting for about 20 years and was looking to get out of it. And, you know, I said, George, I don't know how to do anything that your company does. And I said, no one will have any respect for me when they find out that I can't operate a single piece of equipment. You need to find somebody in your company and, you know, let them do that work. He said, well, I've tried that and, you know, it doesn't work. He said, I would really like for you to come to work for me. So, you know, I did. And one of the greatest things that has ever happened to me in my life was that Sunday afternoon when George came to me and said, would you go to work at GP's Enterprises? Through the years that we've been through together, we've been through some ups and downs. I think Jody she's saying, you've gone through a lot of stuff here. You've had, you know, a lot of interesting experience because we've been cleaning out the files. And we've had, there was never a dull day at GP's. There was always something changing and every day different. Every day has been different. But I was able to raise my family. I was able to pay off my house, pay off everything I own, send my kids to school, and I don't know about it, I would not have been able to do that had it not been for George giving me the opportunity to be here. Never at any time, until I recall, ever asking George for a raise. But you know, he always took care of me over the years, and I certainly have no complaints. George and GP's has been a very important part of my life, and this is the emotional part because you don't work with people 21 years. I've been with them more than I have been with the woman that I have been married to, my wife, Rosemary. Most of you know her. We've been married 45 years, and I have done a few smart things in my life. Accepting the Lord was one of them. Marrying Rosemary was the other. Coming to work here was another smart thing. I've come to love and have a special relationship with many of you. I went over to see Tim earlier today, and I broke down crying, and because Tim and Mary was in our Sunday school class back when George was in the Sunday school class. You know, we watched Jenna grow up and get married and become a mother and a fine young lady, and you know, we watched Timmy and all the experiences there. And looking back there at Jerry and I, we turned on a dime. First time I ever met him, I hated his guts, and that is no lie. You know, we were. If I'd have had my way, we would have had it out in the middle of the Hebrew Baptist Church parking lot. And George came to me one day and said, he said, I got just the guy to help you. And I said, who's that? And he said, Jerry Stansel. And I had a feeling. George screamed to me in the parking lot. I can't stand that guy.
This is true.
He brought me. He had Jerry come into the conference room there, and he got me, and he said, come here, I want to talk to you. And he said, Steve, you're just wrong about him. You're just wrong. I've known him since I grew up with him. You're just wrong. And I said, well, I'll tell you what. I said, I'll give him a chance. I said, I won't submarine him. We'll give him a chance. Well, you know, Jerry and I have become great friends, and I was sharing, you know, sometimes you think, sometimes we're just not right about everything. And, you know, you just have to realize that, hey, I had that all figured wrong. And, you know, Jerry's made a deer hunter out of me and has tried to make a turkey hunter out of me, but I fell asleep when he took me turkey hunting. Had 12 turkeys right there in front of me. I was asleep there. Stay, they're right there at you. But, you know, that was, then
But I got to tell him a little bit now. Honestly, this is all true, guys and gals. He really thought I hired Jerry that George is up to something. that Jerry's taking my job.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't have
That's
his
probably
job.
the
I won't have his
most, that's
job.
probably the most irritating I've ever been at Steve. It really, is, just be French, I mean, excuse my French, it really pissed me off to no end. I said, cause I feel like I'm trying to help him and he's bucking me. Steve, I'm trying to help you. Jerry ain't coming to take your job, he's coming to help you. No, you didn't. You really thought that's my replacement. Steve, where in the world are you coming up with this? You're wrong, buddy. So I'm glad to hear a minute. He's wrong. I just felt so defeated.
Oh, we'll move on. And, young man sitting here in front of me, was hired, about a month before, I started. And, I have come to love Scott Phillips and his brother Gary. I will say this, I have a son, but I would be proud as a dad to have two sons like Scott and Gary. And I appreciate them, and like I said, I've come to love them and then find out that we're actually related. His great uncle married my great grandmother's sister. So we're not married, we're related by blood, but we are by marriage. We found that out one day and just talking, and they're from Ohio, where my mother was from, Southern Ohio.
Wow.
That's it. And, I got my sisters sitting over there, Jeree. I've known Jeree longer than any person in this room. I was 18 years old, maybe 17 years old, and Jeree was 12 when we met over at Winnet Hall Baptist Church years ago. She was in the youth group, and I was in the youth group, and I was pleasantly surprised when I came here and I found out that she had been working. I guess you're one of the longest employees here at GP's anymore. I guess.
Terry Phillips. What year did you come, Terry?
77.
Kill everybody.
97.
Terry, you didn't come in 7.
No, it's 97.
You were about 14 then.
97. 97? I don't believe that's right.
Well, it's 25 years.
Tim come in 91 or 92 and vice versa. Because Tim and Terry came 1 year apart, basically about February 1st. So I don't know if it was Tim first or Terry.
Actually,
So you had to come
I think
before
Terry.
that.
I think Terry first.
Terry
and then
Terry
Tim.
was first.
Terry.
Then Tim come a year later.
Uh-huh.
So you had to be before 97. That puts you way behind Tim and Terry. You and Terry, because I said it the other day, I said, I ain't sure which one's the longest, Jeree or Terry.
I think Terry was here.
Terry's employment number is 4,
Yeah, I think,
and, yeah.
I think he was
97?
here for me.
So how long you been here, Susan?
I've been here since 99, so 21.
Maybe you're right, maybe I'm wrong. Well, you've been here a long time. And she ain't even talking about retiring, so that's good.
Maybe not for you. Every on your way out, you share everything.
I see how y'all talk about behind me.
But,
That's all right, Christmas coming up.
Susan and April, Jeree and Gretchen, it's been a pleasure to work with y'all. One of the first things I did was come in here, I made Susan cry. And, we got on it. And I'm gonna stop in a minute, April, so you don't break down, but she, April and I are both criers. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I thank you for coming out today. It's very kind, very gracious of you, and I think of a song. As April will share with you, I'm a song for. I have a song for every occasion in life. And I think of the hymn, God be with you till we meet again. By his counsel's guide uphold you. In his arms securely hold you. God be with you till we meet again. Some of you I will see again, and some of you I may not see again. But it's been a pleasure, and you've been formed a chapter of my life. And I'm thankful for the Lord for leading me and guiding me this way. And as Forrest Gump says, that's all I got to say.